welcome to St James's Park ahead of tomorrow's match with Barcelona. We'll have Eddie Howe now, and we'll start with Bruno Guimaraes at 4:20 p.m. Due to space and time, we will have to restrict you to one question each, if that's okay. If you want to just raise your hand and get my attention, we'll come to you. So start us off.
Eddie, Newcastle, Barcelona, it's got a special ring to it. It's obviously a historic fixture. We've seen it even in the past. Being a hat-trick. How much are you looking forward to leading out your team in this game ahead of a new Champions League campaign?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it is a historic fixture. I think it's one that, as soon as we realised we were drawn against Barcelona, it had a sort of a magical feel to it. I think it'll be an amazing game to experience. Yeah, obviously we've been focusing on the tactical preparation and making sure we deliver a good performance. And I'm really excited to sample the atmosphere. I think that will just be an incredible thing again.
Maybe 2 seasons ago, the PSG game here sort of set the benchmark for you. Would you like tomorrow night to do the same for you again? Yeah,
I mean, I think there's things we can certainly take from that game, but of course there's things we can take from that experience, the whole thing. Ultimately we didn't progress beyond the group stage. That was a big disappointment. So I think we can use those experiences to help us. I think for this individual game, which is all we can focus on, is trying to get a positive result, is trying to prepare the players for the game. We've in part done that yesterday and today, and we've still got some preparations to finish off. I'm looking forward to seeing how we play against them and how we match up as a team. Certainly a lot of confidence now restored to the group, having won on Saturday.
We've got to Luke, Mark and Chris.
What you said you learnt lessons from the last Champions League campaign 2 years ago. What makes you think you're better equipped this time around to deal with it?
Well, I think that experience in part, just the size and the magnitude of those games, everything that goes into a Champions League game, it is different from the Premier League. The build-up's different, the feel's different. So I think having done that before can certainly help us again. I think the squad is arguably stronger. I don't know. You could always make a debate either way. Of course, the squad has changed from 2 years ago, so it's a different squad. And I think, I back the quality that we have. Certainly the tough games, it's a tough looking fixture list for us, and I think the early games are really important because they set the foundation and they set the tone. That's why we're really focusing on our performance and trying to deliver a good one.
Maybe there was a sense that last time it was a fantastic experience to be part of the Champions League, but I'm assuming this time focused very much on getting through to the next round, especially with the format changing.
Yeah, I think, as I said, there was a lot of unknowns last time, and yes, the focus was always on trying to get through the group stage, but there was a feeling that we were sampling it all new, and we enjoyed it, but ultimately we did fail. So I think this time the resolve is stronger to try and progress and not just enjoy the experience, but try and make it a meaningful one. I think we've done that historically in the past, from learning from different things and then trying to add layers, whether that's our preparation or our general performance, and we'll try to do so again.
Eddie, Anthony Gordon obviously been suspended for the last couple of Premier League matches. Yep. Is he in your thoughts for tomorrow, and how's he in terms of mentally going into this match, having missed those last couple of games?
Yeah, Anthony's good. Of course he's in my thoughts. He's an outstanding player, and you can't have enough of those, so we'll look to utilise him. Whether we think that's from the start of the game, well, let's wait and see. But I think he brings a pace to our forward line, a directness that you always need. I think it's an important season for him in his career, and we're looking forward to helping him reach his very highest levels if we can.
Buenas tardes, le recuerda Raku. Mañana no va a jugar Lamine Yamal.
Tomorrow, Lamine Yamal won't be playing. Does that benefit you? Are Barcelona less dangerous without that player on the pitch?
I think I had this question on Saturday night, and for me it's a shame he's not playing. Disappointed that we don't get to see him at his best and playing in the game, but whoever they play, they've got real pace in wide areas. We know that they've got international players that will challenge us in different ways. So I think structurally our team performance has got to be really strong. I think we've got to defend well in wide areas. So yeah, we're looking forward to that battle.
Yeah. Hi Eddie, just a reflective sort of question. You spoke about the magical field and a special moment of where it is. Just a few years ago when you came in, you were in a relegation battle and now you're hosting Barcelona in the Champions League. What moment in this whole journey stands out to you as the biggest turning point in changing the mentality of the club, your team?
I don't think there was one moment that I ever necessarily thought that. I think it's a very gradual process we went through from staying in the league initially. We knew that was a big moment for us in terms of the speed of our rise as a football club, because to do that in the Championship is very, very difficult. There's no guarantee you're going to get out of that league anyway. It's so competitive. So staying in it firstly was huge, and then the togetherness that we were able to build and the speed of our unity was fundamentally vital. And I just think we've grown in confidence as we've gone through the seasons. But progression is very difficult, and to keep that progression at the speed that we've had is probably our biggest challenge that we face.
Eddie, a lot of people have spoken about the 1997 game, which was a magical night, and 2 years ago against PSG it was another magical night. For the development of the club, though, is it important that you progress beyond just these isolated incidents, getting to the group stage members this time, to build on what you've done?
Yeah, I think that's the challenge that we're looking to take on, because yes, we want magical nights, we want those moments that everyone remembers. The iconic games are great, but we also want consistent results. We want both. You want everything. So I'm sure during this Champions League season we'll have games where maybe we don't perform as well, but we've got to try and find a way, even in those moments, of generating positive results that hopefully can carry us through.
Eddie, Anthony Elanga has been on the bench recently. How far away are you to getting back to that player who devastated defences last season, and have you had a few difficult conversations with him as well?
No difficult conversations with him. I think he's in a good place. I've been really pleased with how he's integrated himself into the group, how he's committed to the training that we've asked him to do. He's got standout qualities and attributes that we need. Again, similar to Anthony, he's got that outstanding pace and directness. He's going through a process where he's trying to understand everything that's required of him here, which is very different to what was required of him at his former club, which he did really, really well last season, obviously in a slightly different style, so we'll take a period, but I think he's well on the way to doing that, and I'm delighted with him.
Eddie, there's two questions in one, but they are related. First of all, what do you think of the new expanding format? It's your first time in it. Is it easier to get through? And the second part of that is, regardless of that, how important is it for players already here, because you saw what happened with Alex, that you make those latter stages to send that message, not just to the outside world, but to those in Newcastle?
Yeah, I mean, I like the format. I think more games is good for us. I think we're learning as a team, and we're adapting to the competition. So I think the more we can face the competition, I think the better we will become. Ultimately, feel more comfortable in the environment. Whether it's easier to qualify or not, I don't know. I mean, that remains to be seen in terms of our strength and how well we do. But certainly, there's benefits all across the board in terms of reaching firstly qualifying from the original groups, our original first target. So there'll be many benefits to that, financial, of course, and as you say, showing the squad that we're strong enough. But I always say in response to those questions, the players have to show that they're good enough to play at this level, and they're excelling at the level. Playing isn't good enough. It's, we need players to excel and to do very well.
We understand that at this level you can't look beyond the next game, but would it be fair to assume that you spent part of the international break focusing tactically on this game as well as the weekend?
Yeah, I think planning and looking ahead is key, I think, in my role. So the international break was a busy one for me, a lot of watching of future opponents to make sure that you're not then preparing the next game in 2 or 3 days. You've got a foresight that you need to either pick a team or change tactically. It's very difficult to do that on the spot, so yeah, we're feel we're quite good now at doing that. So yeah, a lot of football was watched.
Sí. Hola. Le quería preguntar.
Ask you the games that you've been able to see of Barcelona. What are you most worried about their game? What do you need to be aware of and to be mindful of on the field tomorrow?
I think, well, firstly, a very good technical team, very good possession, in possession, very comfortable on the ball. All their players look at ease in that respect. And as I said earlier, a lot of pace in wide areas, a lot of goals. You saw in their last game, they're free scoring, started the season very well. So I think all of those things lead to us having to defend very well. So our off-the-ball game plan's got to be very strong. We've started the season really well defensively, so a continuation of that is going to be needed.
You mentioned so far the weekend, you talked into those links ahead of this game with the players and how to turn very well to create your own history.
Yeah, well, I haven't necessarily gone to that area yet. I think there's still time. I think for me it's mostly been about so far that just the actual game and the tactical viewpoint and making sure we're prepared. But certainly psychologically, when we go into that area, that might be something I use.
Barcelona are a club with a certain historical aura. Do you think that Newcastle United is starting to develop their own with winning a trophy and the way that you've played the last 3 years?
Yeah, I hope so. I think that's important for us to try and build that. That's never the intention. That will be the result of what you deliver. But I think whoever plays us hopefully will know that they're in for a very competitive game. They're up against a team that will commit everything physically. And we play with a lot of heart and spirit. So I think that they're the qualities that we're going to need regardless of who our opponents are.
Eddie, how much of a risk, if any, do you think it would be to ask Nick Volgamada to play 3 games in a week at the moment, just given A, he's only just arrived and obviously he did have the cramp at the weekend, and B, for Bournemouth, you'll have no Johan Visser, you'll have no Anthony Dawn.
Yeah, we're trying to take everything into consideration when we're picking the teams at the moment. We're having an eye on the future, as in future games, to make sure that whatever team we pick is balanced. The priority is to always win the next game. But we're of course looking ahead to who we have available, with future games in mind. So yeah, team selections aren't always straightforward. I think there's a lot that goes into it.
Do you feel that you're quite similar to Hansi Flick in the sense that you're both quite hybrid and willing to change styles? I mean, he was called Flicky Flacco when he was in Germany and switched things around. But do you feel there's that kind of...
I mean, I don't know in a sense of comparing styles. I think he has a clear vision of how he wants his teams to play, and I admire how they play, and I think he's had a brilliant career, so certainly a coach that I've got a lot of respect for. I think we will try and look at every game individually and try and pick a plan, whether that's on the ball or off the ball, to try and win the match, while also sticking to a philosophy and a principle of play that we believe in. We've never veered from that too far, Jason and I, throughout our management career, so we'll continue with that theme and that vein. We look at every game in depth and try and find a way to win.
Hi Rennie, I noticed from the pictures this morning at the training, today's music, DJ Bruno. Can you just explain what that is? Is that something new this season? Is it a different player each day? What's the idea behind it?
No, that's been there for a while. I think we allow the players and staff members, I haven't had my go yet, to bring their music of choice to the warm-up. Certainly the lads won't, I think, like what I bring, but hopefully that comes around soon. So today it was Bruno's, and it wasn't too bad. It had obviously a Brazilian flavour to it, and it's nice to hear the lads' music of choice.
Hi Eddie, is there any update on Johan Visser? When we expect to see him back in action?
Yeah, Johan will, we hope, be back after the next international break. So that's the plan. Off the top of my head, is it Brighton? I think is the first game. So that can always change, and it's always flexible. But I think that's what I've been told.
Okay, so one from the gentleman in the blue, right in the back, please. Yeah.
Me gustaría saber cualquier jugador sacando a Lamine Yamal, que ya no va a poder estar, sacando a Lamine Yamal.
Taking out your man Lamine Yamal, who won't be able to play. If somebody said you can bring one player to your club from Barcelona team, which player would that be?
I always think with those questions I'm probably better off not giving you a direct answer. I think they've got many good players. Yeah, I think it's difficult to pick one up.
This is part of the press conference. Bruno Guimaraes will be with you very shortly. Thank you.
Thanks very much.
Pues al encontré un boli verde y estaba allá y era directo y el nombre vale, pues una habitació verda, l'arriba una verda. Vale? Vale, ara ens veiem. Gràcies, Laura.
We have the roving mic. Just my attention and we'll bring the microphone down as many as possible.
Before we start, manager was talking about your this morning's table.
Well, with a Brazilian funk, I think the boys enjoy it. It's some music that I normally put in the change room. So every week we have a player who puts a music, and just was my time now, and I think everyone enjoy it. Hopefully the gaff as well.
And just on the game, how much are you looking forward, excited by the challenge of playing Barcelona? And I suppose a few guys probably know the Barcelona side as well.
Yeah, I'm very excited. Never faced Barcelona before. It's one of the team that I watched when I was young, and was the player that made me feel in love with football was Ronaldinho. So I always watch Barcelona's play, and after Iniesta, Xavi, Messi, and nice to see another Brazilian shine there again, Rafinha. So I think we're very excited. I can't wait to get tomorrow and play this game.
Hi Bruno, would like to ask you about the summer. Obviously Alexander Isak leaving as captain, how did you feel about that, and did you feel a little bit disappointed about the way he went about his business?
No, I think football is business. I think the club made a choice. He's gone. I wish him all the best. I'm grateful for everything we achieved together, but it's not time to look at the past, and it's time to look to the forward, to look the future, to look the game tomorrow, and we are very excited for it tomorrow.
And the ambition here remains very high. You've always said you want to go on and win lots of trophies here. Is that still very much your mindset now? You want to succeed here?
Yes, for me, yes. I never change my mind. I always look forward. I always look to make a history with this club. It's nice to be in the Champions League 2 times in the last 3. It's unbelievable for us. So we have to keep going. A lot of the job to do here yet. So we can't wait to get tomorrow, and I'm very happy to be part of this club.
Hi Bruno. You mentioned Iniesta and Xavi there. You've played with and against some of the best players in the world. How good is Sandro Tonali?
Very good, very, very good. I think I'm enjoying a lot to play his side. I think we complete each other. I think he's enjoyed to play my side as well. So we have a very good connection with Joe as well. I think we have one of the best midfield in the Premier League, to be honest. And now we have to prove it in the Champions League as well. I think the midfield is almost everything for the club, because we have to attack, we have to defend, we have to build up, we have to save the balls in line, we have to score as well. So we have, as a team, everything going through to the midfield, and nice to share the pitch with good players.
Hi Bruno, Nick Guimaraes scored on his debut on Saturday. What have you made of his start and his life in Newcastle United?
I like it. He's impressing me in the trainings as well. I think he's very, very young. We have seen he was not used to the Premier League pace. He got cramps with 45 minutes. Never seen this before. But yeah, it was nice. I'm very happy for him. Scoring in his debut was a moment to remember for him. I hope this may continue, but he's showing his quality in the trainings as well. So yeah, he's a good player.
Hi Bruno. And how do you balance playing with aggression and passion with staying composed and precise, particularly a game like tomorrow with a side that could punish just the smallest mistake?
It's a good question. Even myself, I don't know how. I just try to play my football and to be the best Bruno possible for the team. Try to help my teammates get the ball in every moment. Never hide myself for a game. I think this is my biggest attribute to the team. But yeah, it's a good question. I don't know how. I just wanna play and keep it that way.
Hola Bruno, Germán García, Radio Nacional de España. El hecho de que venga el Barça sin Lamine Yamal.
Barca coming here without Lamine Yamal. What do you think personally, and what are the dressing room thinking about that? Obviously, he has great quality, and it's a slightly easier game. I think he's one of the best players in the world. A wonderful player, but we're not going to play against Lamine Yamal. We're going to play against Barcelona, who have Pedri, Rafinha, Lewandowski, all these great players. But I'm sure it's good that he's not playing against us, but we're playing against Barca, not against Lamine.
Hi Bruno. I was reminded when you first came in and signed for Newcastle, you said that the ownership had said you could possibly win the Champions League. What's the goal this season? What's the aim this season for you? Just to get as far as you can?
Yeah, be honest, yes, get far as we can. Of course, it is in the future gonna be something that we're looking for, but at the moment we just wanna go. We don't want to put some limit in our dream. We just wanna play game by game and see what we got. But we're very excited and we hope we can go as far as possible.
Hi Bruno, do you think the club and the team as a whole is better equipped for the Champions League now than it was 2 years ago?
Definitely, I think so. I think now is quite different as well. They changed the rules. Of course, we got more experience. I think we were very unlucky last time. The group we took as well, we lost many players injury. I think we now signed some players. We are strong as a team as well. I remember the game we did against PSG. We have 4 keepers in the bench and the 3 players for the academy. So it was quite strange feeling. I think now we have more experience and yeah, we can't wait to go through tomorrow.
Thank you.
Hi Bruno, you played all the minutes in the Champions League last time. You've set the Premier League record for Newcastle front outfield player for consecutive appearances. You've mentioned about playing in midfield and how difficult that is. How do you stay fit all the time without wanting to jinx it? How do you keep going in that sort of combative area of the midfield and just keep yourself fit and able to keep going?
Oh, it's a good question, but I try to manage it with my whole team. I have my personal physio, I have my personal trainer as well. They are talking with the club every time, so when finish the game, I spend a lot of time doing the recovery to be ready for the next game. Even more now, play Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday, Tuesday, so we have to be ready. And be honest, sometimes the gaffer talk to me and they say, "Gaffer, I don't want to be out. I wanna play every game as possible because the career is short." And I can say I have this with me. I don't like to be out. You know, even when he want to put me out, I say I don't think this is the moment, and this moment never get. So yeah, just try to help the team and the club the best way possible.
Hi Bruno. Since you were made captain, you've developed a really good relationship with the supporters. They really seem to, enjoy you, really love you. Has it become different for you in the city? How have you found living in Newcastle in these last year or so? And do you feel that your relationship with the city has become even stronger, as well as with the club?
I think so. I never thought to go in a restaurant and not pay the bill. So is what's going on at some restaurant at that time. But yes, I'm enjoying. Be honest with you, I never thought this would happen when I first signed for the club. I always have faithful in my job and my teammates in the club. But the things have been very, very good better than I thought. But yeah, I'm just enjoying. Like I said, when I put the shirt on, I try to play like a Georgie, give everything that I can for help the club, help the city. Like I said, we have been together for 3 years and a half, and everything has been amazing for the club, and I hope this may continue.
Hi Bruno, do you have a speech planned for tomorrow night before the game?
Yes, I do. Cannot say to you now, but I have. But be honest with you, I don't think we need that much. Everyone is very excited for the game. Everyone, since when we beat Wolves, our focus straight away was focused on Barcelona game. So I think everyone in a good place. We fit enough to go here tomorrow and deliver a very good performance.
Good afternoon, Bruno. You spoke about Ronaldinho, Xavi, Iniesta, Rafinha. You always say that you were interested, that Barcelona were interested in you in the past. Were you ever close to going to a big club like Barcelona? I know they were just journalists that spoke about it, but I'd never had any contact with Barcelona, with the club. But as you said, when I was younger, I always used to like to watch Barcelona because of Ronaldinho. I loved him, and Iniesta, Xavi in the same way. In Brazil, we watch La Liga a lot, and I always loved Barcelona because of those players. Hi Bruno. Barca are one of the best teams in the world, and they got to the semi-final of the Champions League. What do you think your main weapons are tomorrow? Where can you hurt them? I think when you play at home, it's always a great weapon for you. We've shown what we can do in the Champions League here, and we've also done that in big games in the Premier League. I think we need to play our best football tomorrow. As you say, Barcelona are one of the best teams in the world. We have to be ready to fight right until the very last minute to try and get those 3 points. Hi Bruno. You know Rafinha well from the national team. Personally, is he surprising you in the way that he's performed, particularly in the last season? Perhaps he didn't score as many goals as he did last season. What have you thought about the way he's been playing recently? Rafinha was always a wonderful player. I'm happy that he's scoring a lot of goals. He's playing his best football. For me, he's one of the best forward players in the world. We have to really keep an eye on him tomorrow. But it's not surprised me that he's going through this great period, because I've always enjoyed watching Rafinha.
Hiya Bruno, you mentioned Ronaldinho there. There's been Rivaldo as well and Romario. What does Barcelona mean to Brazilian players?
It's a good question. Even more those players you spoke, all legends in the club and in the national team as well. Like I said, in Brazil we watch a lot La Liga, so Barcelona and Madrid everyone is stopped to do what they do and to see the game. Like I said, the player who made me feel in love with football was him. I have posters, banners, everything about Ronaldinho in my home. So yeah, of course they have Romario, Rivaldo, all top players. Yeah, is what I can say.
Hi Bruno, on the back of the situation with Alexander Isak, what can the club do and what does the club need to do to make sure that doesn't happen again and you guys as players have everything you want to stay here and players don't want to look elsewhere?
That was a good question. I don't know exactly what the club can do. I think we have the fair play financial. I don't know if this affect or not. I'm not under the table to see the circumstance. I don't know what was going on, But I think football is business. If the club did, I think they should do. But I think us as a player, we don't want to lose our best players. If we want to be successful, we have to improve our squad. I think we did this very, very well in this summer, and we look forward to go again.
We've got three at the back, a gentleman.
Hola Bruno, Santiago Valle para la cadena.
You said before that you have one of the best central midfields in the Premier League. Do you think you are on a par with the Barcelona midfield? And also, what do you think about Pedri as a footballer? He's a wonderful player. I've played against Pedri in the Olympic final in Japan. He's a great player. I think we have to fight on my pitch this time. Barcelona have a wonderful team, and we have to be ready to fight right in that central midfield area tomorrow. Hi, Bruno. You just said that Rafinha is in the top 5 of players in the world. What are the other 4? It's a tough one. Es muy difícil. Buena pregunta. Yo creo que Lamine, Dembele, Vitinha. Maybe Rafinha's in the top 4 then.